what we can do just to see the different ways someone can add a signature is if we go over to here and we're going to press save, we would tell the person first save the form. Okay, so we're going to say this is a test. And I have this in my downloads. Okay, so what I want to do is I don't want to open it up from here. I want to open it up from my files. So I'm going to go to my file from the start menu, and you can go to computer, downloads, and I want to open it up. The reason why I want to open it up here is because it opens it up in Adobe versus opening it up in the internet.
I see.
Because when you open it up in Adobe, it gives you so many more options.
Oh, and see the signatures.
There you go.
Okay.
So by doing that, we're going to press OK. We're just going to get out of there. By doing that, it allows whoever is receiving the form to see that signature box like you saw, and it gives them a number of options to add it. So whenever you send this to the teachers, you want to tell them, make sure you save it to your computer and you open it up in Adobe. Don't just open it from the internet. When you open it from Adobe, then it gives you the option to sign. So we can click here, and it gives you options on how you want to sign. So
I've seen that. So
you
have
can
to create that.
So you can create it. Some teachers, anybody who's been in here, they might have already for another reason created one, and so they can just add their signature that way. They can add a new one if they haven't done it. So let's go through that process and see. Okay, so a new digital ID I want to create now. So we're going to click next. Where would you like to store your self-signed digital ID? Let's say we're just going to create a new file since we don't have one. So we're going to click next. And then here, it allows you to type in your name. So since I'm signed on to this computer, I'm going to go ahead and put my name, Rachel Brooks. I can put my organizational unit, so I'll say Office of E-Learning if I want to get fancy. Organization name, NCCU. My email address. So all of this is showing, I'm giving all of this personal information so there's no confusion that I am the one who is signing this form. Enable Unicode support. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know what all that is, so never mind. We're going to take that out. I'll look into that and see what more. But I'm assuming it's just allowing you to have even more security. Let's say if it was like a sensitive document. But for right now, this should be all we need. So let's click next. Okay, and then we're going to create our password. It creates your own file. This file is just your digital ID. So anytime you need to sign a new document, you can go to where this file is and then just click on that and it'll put all of your information in there. It'll attach it. So I'm going to create my password.
So you just put it somewhere in all your files.
Right. Okay, so, and then I'm going to confirm my password that I just created. This password is associated to this ID, so I'm the only one. As long as I know the password, I'm the only one who can add it. I'm going to click Finish. And notice, now this is my digital ID. This is Adobe's version of saying I signed for it. So let me go ahead and I want my password again, the same one I just created. Okay? And you can change the way it looks. So you can do a standard text or you can create a new appearance. Let's see what that does. Okay, so you can choose to show what you want in your signature. So you can have your name, your date, your location, reason, distinguished name, logo, I don't know all that. So if I just wanted to show my name and my date, and it shows you how it changes. Okay, so distinguished name, take out the label, and I like the logo. So we'll leave the Adobe logo on there. And then it also does the text direction. So let's say, if you wanted to show it left to right or right to left, I'll just leave it on auto. And then for the digits as well, it allows you to choose a different numbering
Okay.
system. We'll leave it in our books. And so I'll just name it as Rachel Brooks. This is my signature. Okay. So once we're happy with that, then we'll press OK. And notice it gives you the date, the time, down to seconds. Okay. Now you also have the option lock document after signing. So if I sign the document, when I send this back, they know I didn't make any changes after I signed it. Okay. I'll go ahead and choose that. And then, so once I'm happy with it, I will press sign. Okay. And then it allows me to save the document.
So you're gonna save it in downloads?
I'll save it. So if I was a person who received this document from you, my original document would be vendor form original test. Instead of that, I would say signed. Just for my own personal thing. This is the form I know that I signed. So I'll save it. It's doing its little thing. And it shows that I signed the form at exactly that moment. And this is how your teachers will know, okay, yes, you signed it. Now, it does give the option prior to us signing, we could have put the date right here. I could do that too. And then it just, yes. So, this is how your teachers would sign it. They just need to know they need to open it from Adobe versus opening it on the internet, and it gives them all those options.
Okay. Yeah, so for me, there's just as many teachers that doesn't know computers
Okay.
as there are that does that. Because, they, of the half that doesn't know, I can talk them through, just type it in and print it.
Right.
I tell them. Or just see if you can send it back to me, or you can fax it, just so your information is typed. And then I type their name here.
Okay.
And then I just, for my records, I have the email so that I did not do this. I'm just really extra careful about whatever.
You know what we could do? We could edit this video, obviously, so that, they don't have the later part of it. But the first part where we were going through the instructions on how to sign it, we can cut that. And when you send them the document, you could also send them, this is a short explanation of how to sign your document.
Wow.
And then they'll have that and know exactly what they need to do.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, because like I said, some just, just to talk them through.
Right.
This Adobe is enough. But I'm trying to think why maybe before it was I've had this for a while, so I'm thinking why I did this. But I know I changed this. Confused a lot of people.
This part right here.
Yeah.
Contact
so
last name.
I changed the business.
Oh,
whatever.
business information.
So I changed it to cooperating teacher information. And so, I already typed in this that they don't need to have that.
Okay.
They're all new. And that's, I think, why I did this. I don't need this employer identification. It would just cause so much confusion.
Right. So you want to modify this form.
Yes.
Okay. So what we'll do, because I know that's going to run into our 15 minutes, I'm going to